Hello, hello, and it's time for another British Guy Reviews American Beer. And today we have a bottle of Damnation, which is a Belgian-inspired golden ale from Russian River Brewing Company in Northern California. Now I'm super excited because it's Friday night and this is my first beer after a long week of work. And this is what a British guy looks like when he's excited. So really looking forward to getting into this one. Purchased direct from the brewery. We went up to visit Russian River, stayed up near the brewery, actually stayed just kind of along the Russian River on the way out towards the coast, in amongst the kind of forest and the pines up there in Northern California. So when you're there, you kind of get a sense, because you're in amongst all of that pine and forest, and you've got the river running by. You really get a sense of the kind of heritage of the IPAs that Russian River brew, because they're famous for those big West Coast piney beers. But actually, they brew a lot of Belgian style beers, and they've got some terrific, Belgian strong ales, a lot of sour ales as well. So I'm super excited to give this one a go. Again, it's called a Belgian inspired golden ale, so I'm kind of again interested to see what we get. It's in a cork and cage bottle. You can see the logo on the top there, the Russian River logo, and always feel like you're getting something a little bit fancy when it's in cork and cage. A lot of blurb on the back of the bottle. I'm not going to read that. I'm just going to get cracked into it because, like I say, first beer of the weekend, and very, very much looking forward to it. So hopefully I don't have to fight too much with this cork and cage. Here we go. Nice little pop there. Feels like you're opening a bottle of champagne. Always feels a little bit special. So a lively beer. Immediately you can see it's a kind of light, well, very, very light amber gold, light gold colored beer. Lots of carbonation streaming up the glass there, and a nice, large, rocky white head. It smells light. There's a little bit of kind of citrus and spice there, kind of lemon, and then some earthiness, bit of pepper, that kind of Belgian clove aroma, and a little bit kind of almost because I guess it's kind of spritzy, so it's giving you that impression of kind of spritziness. Almost get a little bit kind of sherbet off it as well. Smells great. Let's dive in and see what we get. It's a really, really terrific beer. It's light, it's zesty, it's refreshing. It's got a lovely, yeah, again, that kind of that lemon zest, a little bit of earthiness, and then those kind of yeast flavors kick in as well, the kind of clove and pepper. And it's got quite a nice assertive bitterness on the back end as well. It's kind of It's kind of that peppery bitterness that you get from kind of European hops. I don't know what hops they've used in the beer, but it almost gives you the impression of um, it could almost be a kind of hybrid beer here, something between a kind of a maybe a German Pilsner and a Belgian saison, something like that. I didn't mention the ABV. I don't think it's a 7.5% ABV beer. Certainly doesn't drink like a 7.5% ABV beer. It's super light, super refreshing, and I am definitely diving in for a little bit more. There's some kind of delicate malty sweetness there as well. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely fantastic beer. Beautifully brewed. I mean, it looks fantastic in the glass. If you see the lacing there, um, you see the kind of head just chases the beer as I move it around. Really, really good looking beer. That head holding up really, really nicely. Yeah, super surprised by, because I always had the idea of Russian River and just thought IPA, IPA, IPA. And then since moving to California and having the chance to drink some more of their kind of range of beers, and especially going up to the brewery and drinking, you know, some of the stuff which is a little bit too expensive really to get hold of in local bottle shops. Quite often you're paying, you know, upwards of 10, 12, $13 up to anything into the 20s to $25 for a bottle of beer. And that's always a bit of a put off. But then, I think I might have paid $5 for this at the brewery, and I think I'm going to pay 12, $13 for this if I go to kind of the local bottle shop. So at that $5 price point, this is absolutely this is phenomenal. It's a really really good beer. Um, yeah, I'll give it a rating. Yeah, I'm not going to drone on too much because I'm excited to get stuck into the rest of this beer. I'll give it a rating out of 5. I will give Russian River Damnation a 4.1 out of 5. I think it is that good. I don't often go into the fours, but this is a really nice beer. Like I said, it's first beer of the weekend. It's definitely hit the spot, and I'm very much looking forward to drinking the rest of it. So, again, as always, have you had Russian River's Belgian beers? Have you had Damnation? What do you think of them? Let me know in the comments. Always great to hear what you guys think of the beers I review. Um, so, yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.